Is there like a guilty pleasure purchase that you just can't stop buying? Is it whether it could be purses, it could be some kind of food, it could be travel. Is there a thing or things that you're
Yeah,
like, damn, I
I
want to
have the
stop buying
weirdest
that?
one. Um, it's property.
Welcome to the Finance Rebel channel. I'm Kamari Ellis. This channel is all about money, taxes, stocks, business, black wealth. Anything that's about money is on the table and we'll definitely review. Today, we are going to talk about this interview. This is an oldie but goodie. This interview with Serena Williams and Maverick Carter from the Kneading Dough podcast. The original interview will definitely be in the description below, so check out the whole interview so you can see all the gloriousness of Serena Williams. Now, let's get into this.
What are the determining factors for you as you look at businesses to invest in that you start to think through for investing in?
Well, for me, investments are really important in terms of who are the other investors, like what does their portfolio look like, what does their past look like, have they been successful, or are they a brand new company, is it a good product, is it something you believe in? I never do anything that if I don't really believe in the product.
Is there one that sticks out in your head that was your favorite or the best investment that you made?
As a competitor, I just keep thinking about the ones that I missed on, that I had an opportunity to do. But you know what? You can't miss what you don't have, first of all.
Do exactly.
And what I've done now is I've developed a team that's specifically only for investment, and they just work strictly on that. They work strictly on meeting with companies, meeting with different portfolios, meeting with different VC firms, and then deciding from there, like, is this good for Serena? And of course, I'm maybe too hands-on. So I'm super, super involved. So we've built a team now that does strictly that. And my fiance is in finance, so kind of had a cheat sheet, which is a little bit of unfair advantage. So he always be like, okay, this company, you want to invest in this.
Look at this. Take a look at this.
So it's been like, I've been cheating a little bit the past couple of years, but it's been great.
Process. That's Serena's hidden gem right there that came out of that clip. Now, a lot of people don't realize that Serena is worth $260 million according to Forbes. But don't be intimidated by that. You, the average individual, average Joe, average Jane, can actually do this on your own scale, whether it be for companies or for the stock market. But we'll get into more of that as we get further along into these clips.
Part of it do you love the most? Some people like the
I
process.
like building.
You like building. You
I
like the process.
building. I do. I feel like if I believe in something, I really like to build on it. And I really love believing in some of these companies, you know. So that for me is my favorite part.
Now, I just said this right. Serena mostly is investing in more high net worth type investments because she is a high net worth individual. But again, you can extrapolate from this and use some of these gems on your own. She is investing in venture capital type companies, directly investing in companies. That's what I gleaned from this interview. But again, you could utilize this for analyzing stocks, or maybe you want to invest into a smaller business, but it's something that will make sense for your pocketbook or your wallet. But again, these jewels make sense for anybody. Now, if you really want to look into a company, right, a couple things you should do. Let's say it's a stock company. Let's say it's, I don't know, Nike. Serena's sponsored by Nike, so let's use Nike. But read Nike's annual report. Read Nike's quarterly report. Go into the Googles, and type in Nike. Hit the news section. And then read all of the articles that have been written about the company. That way, you can do a deep dive on the company, on your investment, and see what's really, really going on with the company and what really, really drives it. So you can develop a great understanding of the actual business.
No matter how many accomplishments, no matter how much money you get, what is it that keeps you the best tennis player that you can be, which is the best tennis player in the world? What is it that keeps you wanting to kick people's ass on the tennis court?
I love what I do. I've always loved what I do. And I think it goes back from my first year on tour where I just never picked up my checks because I did it because I wanted to be the best. I loved what I did and I never wanted to do anything else. And also I hate to lose. And so for me, those elements create who I am. And that's why I'm Serena, and that's That's just who I am.
Now, Serena loves what she does. How many times have you heard that before? But she's also competitive. She doesn't want to lose. That's important. That means she's going to step on that court every time and give it her all. And that mentality, that philosophy, that ideology translates into her business and investing life as well. Now, here's a little fun fact about Miss Serena Williams. Serena has won 23 single Grand Slam titles, the most by any player in the Open era. And the Open era is basically when the amateurs can get involved in this. And this is the new phase of where tennis is at right now. So this started back in like 1968. And she has won the second most of all-time Grand Slam titles behind Margaret Court. Very impressive. So basically, current day, she's won all of them, or the most, out of anybody. And all in from open play into before 1968, she's second. So she's truly a great.
Is there like a guilty pleasure purchase that you just can't stop buying? Is it whether it could be purses, it could be some kind of food, it could be travel. Is there a thing or things that you're like, damn, I want to stop
the weirdest
buying
one. It's property. Yeah, that's really random.
So how many homes, properties do you have? And where?
I don't know, a lot.
A lot?
Yeah, it's
And you never sell? Some people do get that thing and they
I
just
know
hold
they
them.
like go and sell. I don't sell a lot. And when I do, I regret it. Oh, I'm still regretting that one sale.
There was one you sold?
I did. I should
was
have
it
never
at?
sold it. It was on the water
In LA or here?
in Florida. I know. See, I know. What was I thinking?
There's a rule you should never sell beachfront because they're not making any more.
Right?
Now, her guilty pleasure is real estate. Now, Maverick asked her, was it pocketbooks? Was it some kind of materialistic thing? But she said it's real estate. Now, if you pay attention to that clip, you can tell Serena is very well media trained because he asked her a couple questions like, where is it at? How many properties do you have? And she didn't give the direct answer. Kudos to her, because there are a lot of people out there who are definitely clocking her dollars, trying to line her up for some scamminess. But let's talk directly about that clip. Real estate, right? She said she regretted selling a property, because so apparently she's buying and holding, but she regretted selling a property in southern Florida. Now, from my research, I know that Serena is a shareholder in the Miami Dolphins. So it would lead me to believe that this property was probably in Miami, right? Just speculation. I'm assuming. I really don't know, but to make it a little bit more fun. So I did a little bit more digging, and I found out that back in 2018, that's when this video first appeared, that your average South Florida home was valued at $447,425. That's 2018. Now, in 2021, average amount of South Florida properties, all the South Florida properties, was $1,065,993,000. Somebody put that in their calculator and tell me how much that is. But that's more than 100% rise. And we know real estate has been on a total tear these last couple of years. Plus, not to mention, she said it was beachfront. So that was the average price. So we know her range was way higher than that. So it's safe to say she probably lost out on $1 million selling that property a little premature. But we don't know why she sold, right? She wanted to need the cash for something else. She might have not been in a great location. Could have been some political things. Could have been some other development going on in the area. Who knows? But this is a little set aside. A lot of times it does make sense to buy and hold in real estate. So if you've liked this video on Serena Williams, go on over and check out the Black Wealth playlist that I've assembled, where I cover Black millionaires, Black billionaires, Black books, Black innovators, Black rebels. I talk about all those things in order to help us get a higher level of financial IQ. And tell me what you think. Until the next time, Kamari Ellis out.